In a whirlwind of social and political developments, recent events surrounding influential figures like Elon Musk and crucial federal programs such as Social Security have ignited intense public discourse. As the nation grapples with economic pressures and rising social tensions, the intertwined narratives of grassroots activism and government austerity measures highlight the challenges many Americans face today. On March 13, 2025, Valerie Costa, a prominent activist involved in the Tesla Takedown movement, publicly responded to Elon Musk's recent Twitter tirade against her and others advocating for the boycott of Tesla products. Musk's accusations included claims of criminal activity on the part of Costa, which she vehemently denied. In her statement, Costa asserted, "I have not committed any crimes. I am not encouraging any vandalism. Nobody is getting paid to come to these protests." This grassroots movement, which has grown to include numerous protests across the globe, aims to challenge the influence of the tech oligarchs, particularly in the wake of perceived government overreach and the controversial policies of the Trump administration. Costa emphasized the decentralized nature of the Tesla takedown, illustrating that it thrives on community participation rather than centralized leadership. With 91 protests scheduled for the following weekend, the movement has seen a significant surge in public engagement, resulting in a notable drop in Tesla's stock value. Analysts from J.P. Morgan remarked on the unprecedented decline, noting, "We struggle to think of anything analogous in the history of the automotive industry in which a brand has lost so much value so quickly." Meanwhile, Musk's focus on federal spending cuts has raised concerns regarding essential services like Social Security. Speaking on Fox Business, Musk claimed that his newly established Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) would address what he described as rampant fraud within the Social Security Administration (SSA). He stated, "There's a massive amount of fraud, people submitting Social Security numbers for benefits, unemployment, those are fake Social Security numbers." However, these claims have been met with skepticism as various studies have debunked the notion of widespread fraud. The SSA itself is undergoing significant changes, with plans to reduce its workforce by approximately 7,000 employees amidst broader federal layoffs. Critics fear that such cuts could slow down the processing of benefits for the millions who rely on the program. Some politicians, policy experts, and consultants say the cuts could slow down benefit application processes, reported USA Today. Despite reassurances from Trump that benefits will not be disrupted, the uncertainty surrounding the SSA's future has left many vulnerable individuals anxious. As tension mounts, the political landscape continues to evolve. Democratic Representative John Larson has expressed frustration over Musk's evasion of congressional testimony, pointing out the need for accountability amidst growing concerns about his influence on public policy. The intertwining narratives of Costa's activism and Musk's controversial policies underscore a critical moment in American society. As ordinary citizens rally against corporate and governmental power, the outcomes of these movements and discussions will shape the future of essential programs like Social Security and the broader societal landscape. With grassroots efforts gaining momentum and high-profile figures like Musk facing scrutiny, the coming months may determine whether these movements can translate public outrage into tangible change. In a significant development that has captured the attention of both political and tech circles, the U.S. Social Security Administration has announced the cancellation of proposed cuts to phone services. This decision follows a detailed investigation by The Washington Post, which highlighted the potential consequences of these cuts for vulnerable populations reliant on these services. The reversal is seen as a victory for advocates who argued that reducing access to phone services would disproportionately impact seniors and individuals with disabilities. The cuts were initially part of an effort to streamline operations and reduce costs within the Social Security Administration. However, following the publication of the report, concerns were raised about the implications for those who depend on these services for essential communication and support. Critics of the cuts emphasized that such actions could lead to further isolation for those already facing challenges in accessing resources. In a statement, a spokesperson from the Social Security Administration acknowledged the feedback from the public and stakeholders, stating, We are committed to ensuring that all Americans have access to the services they need. While this decision marks a positive step forward for the affected communities, it also sheds light on the broader issue of government efficiency and spending. Recently, Elon Musk and his so-called Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) have been under scrutiny for their aggressive approach to cutting federal spending. A federal judge has ordered Musk to produce records regarding DOGE's operations, which aims to clarify the extent of its authority and whether it has been acting constitutionally. Judge Tanya Chutkan's ruling comes amid a lawsuit filed by 14 Democratic state attorneys general, alleging that Musk has overstepped his bounds by implementing policies typically reserved for Senate-confirmed officials. The ambiguity surrounding Musk's role raises questions about the proper checks and balances within government operations. The scope of Musk's authority is crucial to understanding whether DOGE's activities should be permitted to continue, Chutkan noted in her decision. In an environment already fraught with political tension, Musk's activities have drawn ire from various quarters. His dual role as a special government employee has made transparency difficult, with the White House asserting that Musk does not possess formal decision-making power. This has led to a complicated legal landscape as the administration seeks to invoke executive privilege to shield certain documents from public scrutiny. However, the judge's order suggests that the need for accountability may outweigh the administration's desire for secrecy. The implications of these events are profound, as they intertwine issues of governance, technology, and public welfare. With Musk's department facing increased legal challenges and the Social Security Administration reversing its controversial cuts, the conversations around government efficiency and transparency are likely to intensify. Advocates for various communities continue to call for greater accountability from both government officials and private sector leaders involved in public policy. As we look ahead, the outcomes of these legal battles will not only shape the future of government operations but may also redefine the relationship between private sector leaders and public service. The unfolding situation serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between efficiency and responsibility in governance, prompting questions about how best to serve the needs of all citizens in an increasingly digital age. In a rapidly evolving automotive landscape, Tesla finds itself navigating a complex web of challenges and opportunities, particularly in the face of increasing scrutiny from both consumers and activists. Recent reports indicate that Tesla is collaborating with Chinese tech giant Baidu to enhance its assisted driving system, a move that underscores the company's commitment to refining its technology amid mounting pressure from competitors and regulatory bodies. However, this partnership emerges against a backdrop of significant civil unrest and public discontent directed toward Tesla's leadership and corporate practices. As protests against Tesla gain momentum globally, the grassroots movement known as Tesla Takedown has become a focal point for activists. Valerie Costa, a co-founder of the movement, recently shared her experiences of being targeted by Elon Musk through social media, a testament to the growing influence and visibility of their protests. Costa argues that the backlash she received from Musk, including accusations of criminal activity, only underscores the effectiveness of their campaign. "If we can't show our opposition to what the government is doing, then we're living in a dictatorship," she stated, emphasizing the movement's aim to challenge the perceived injustices perpetuated by the tech oligarchy. The Tesla Takedown movement is characterized by its decentralized nature, with protests occurring in various locations worldwide. Costa notes that the grassroots organization operates on a minimal budget, relying on community support and local activism rather than funding from larger entities. This approach resonates with many participants who feel compelled to stand against the policies and actions of the current administration, which they view as harmful to vulnerable populations. Simultaneously, Tesla's market performance has raised eyebrows, particularly in Europe, where sales figures have plummeted. According to data from JATO, Tesla's sales in Europe plummeted by 45% in January 2025 compared to the previous year, with staggering declines noted in key markets like Germany and France. Despite a brief resurgence in the UK, analysts are cautious, attributing these fluctuations to a myriad of factors, including consumer sentiment influenced by Musk's political affiliations and the cyclical nature of Tesla's sales. The company's stock has also taken a hit, with shares falling nearly 50% from their December peak, a decline that analysts suggest may be tied to Musk's controversial public persona and the broader political climate. The perception of Tesla as a symbol of the Trump administration's policies has complicated its brand image as consumers increasingly weigh their automotive choices against the political backdrop associated with the company's CEO. Looking ahead, the future of Tesla hinges on its ability to adapt to these challenges. The anticipated launch of the refreshed Model Y and the potential introduction of a more affordable model could play pivotal roles in revitalizing sales. Analysts remain divided, weighing the potential for recovery against the public's changing perceptions of the brand. As the electric vehicle market continues to grow, Tesla must not only innovate technologically but also navigate the complex socio-political landscape that now intersects with consumer choices. In conclusion, as Tesla works to enhance its driving technology through partnerships like the one with Baidu, it must also address the mounting pressures from grassroots movements and shifting consumer sentiments. The interplay between activism, market performance, and technological advancements will likely shape the trajectory of the company in the months and years to come, making it essential for Tesla to engage thoughtfully with both its critics and its supporters. The road ahead is uncertain, but the ramifications of these developments will undoubtedly echo throughout the automotive industry. NASA and SpaceX's Crew 10 mission, designed to bring 4 astronauts to the International Space Station (ISS), has been postponed due to a hydraulic issue with the rocket's ground systems. Originally scheduled for launch on Wednesday evening from Kennedy Space Center, the Falcon 9 rocket was set to carry a Dragon capsule with NASA astronauts in McLean and Nicole Air's Japanese astronaut Takuya Onishi and Russian cosmonaut Kirill Peskov. However, mission managers called off the launch about 45 minutes before the countdown due to concerns that the clamp arms which secure the rocket on the launch pad might not operate properly. The delay is particularly significant as it affects the return of 2 NASA astronauts, Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, who have been at the ISS since June 2024. The pair was initially supposed to return home aboard a Boeing Starliner spacecraft after Crew 10's launch. Wilmore and Williams have spent over 9 months at the space station contributing to ongoing research and maintenance tasks. Their return has been contingent on Crew 10's successful arrival, which was intended to facilitate their handover to the new crew. SpaceX and NASA initially indicated a potential launch window for Crew 10 as early as Thursday, however, forecasts of high winds and adverse weather conditions have led them to reconsider. The next possible launch opportunity is now set for Friday at 7:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Should this attempt succeed, the Crew 10 astronauts would dock with the ISS later that evening, allowing for a crucial handover period before Wilmore and Williams make their long-awaited return to Earth. In discussing their extended stay in orbit, Wilmore expressed confidence in their training to handle unexpected situations, stating, "This is my happy place," while acknowledging the emotional toll of being away from their families and pets. Both astronauts have maintained a positive outlook, viewing their extended mission as an opportunity to contribute to science aboard the ISS. The postponement of the Crew 10 launch reflects the complex logistics involved in human spaceflight and the interdependence of missions in low Earth orbit. The eventual success of Crew 10 will not only allow for the return of Wilmore and Williams but will also mark another step forward in ongoing collaborations between NASA and private spaceflight companies like SpaceX. As the space community looks ahead, attention will be focused on Friday's launch attempt. If successful, NASA will provide live coverage of the event through its streaming service, further engaging the public in the unfolding narrative of human space exploration. The implications of these missions extend beyond immediate logistical concerns, emphasizing the importance of international cooperation and innovation in the pursuit of scientific knowledge and exploration. In a striking development that encapsulates the tumultuous nature of leadership at Twitter, a recent poll initiated by Elon Musk has revealed a significant desire among users for the billionaire to step down as CEO. The poll, which attracted over 17.5 million responses, concluded with 57.5% of participants voting in favor of Musk's resignation, while only 42.5% expressed support for his continued leadership. This unprecedented move comes amidst growing frustration from both Twitter users and investors in Tesla, Musk's flagship electric vehicle company. The backdrop to this poll is a whirlwind of controversy and rapid changes that have characterized Musk's tenure since he acquired Twitter in October 2022 for a staggering $44 billion. Under his guidance, the platform has seen a series of erratic policy shifts, including the reinstatement of previously banned accounts, the dismissal of half the workforce, and the dismantling of safety advisory councils. Such tumult has led to a decline in user trust and advertiser confidence, with many brands opting to distance themselves from the platform. Musk's leadership has been particularly scrutinized by Tesla investors, who have expressed concerns that his distractions with Twitter are affecting the electric car manufacturer's performance. Since Musk's acquisition of Twitter, Tesla's stock has dropped approximately 35%, leading to a loss of billions in market value. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives noted that this has been a black eye moment for Musk, suggesting that a change in leadership could positively influence Tesla's stock recovery. The chaos surrounding Musk's management style was further amplified by his decision to block links to competing social media platforms, a policy that was met with immediate backlash and described as an authoritarian move by critics. Musk later acknowledged the mistake, pledging to consult users before implementing significant changes in the future. His Twitter polls have increasingly become a barometer of public sentiment, though their informal nature raises questions about their legitimacy and effectiveness in guiding corporate policy. In addition to the poll results, Musk's actions have prompted broader discussions about free speech and accountability on social media. His decisions to suspend the accounts of journalists and critics, often without clear justification, have drawn ire from media organizations and civil rights advocates alike. For instance, after suspending journalist Taylor Lorenz of The Washington Post, editors Sally Busby labeled the action as an arbitrary assault on press freedom, a sentiment echoed by many who see Musk's leadership as increasingly erratic and unpredictable. Compounding the situation is Musk's own commentary regarding the viability of finding a successor. He humorously remarked that anyone willing to take on the role of CEO must like pain a lot, reflecting the tumultuous environment he has fostered at Twitter. Such statements have only served to deepen the perception that Musk is increasingly out of touch with the realities of running a social media platform that is expected to balance user engagement with responsible governance. This unfolding drama is not limited to the platform itself. As Musk continues to engage with users on Twitter, he has inadvertently become a polarizing figure both within the tech community and beyond. For instance, Ayo Edebiri, a prominent actress and comedian, recently highlighted how Musk's tweets have led to serious consequences, including death threats against her. This incident underscores the potential ramifications of Musk's online presence and the influence he wields in shaping public discourse. As the fallout from the Twitter poll continues, the future of both Twitter and Musk's leadership remains uncertain. Investors and users alike are left to ponder the implications of a possible transition in leadership and what such a change could mean for the platform's trajectory. With calls for accountability growing louder, it is clear that the next steps Musk takes will be closely scrutinized, not only for their impact on Twitter but also for their broader significance in the tech industry. As discussions around leadership and user governance in social media platforms evolve, the outcomes of this situation could redefine the norms of digital communication and corporate responsibility in the years to come. Elon Musk, the enigmatic entrepreneur behind some of the most groundbreaking companies in the world, continues to capture headlines not only for his innovations but also for his complex personal life. Recent reports have brought attention to Shirvan Zilis, a key executive at Neuralink who shares 4 children with Musk. This surprising revelation adds another layer to Musk's already multifaceted persona, attracting both curiosity and speculation. Zilis, who has been involved with Neuralink, a company focused on developing brain-computer interface technology, has emerged as a prominent figure in Musk's array of ventures. As Neuralink pushes the boundaries of neuroscience and artificial intelligence, the company's efforts have seen a surge in interest and investment, reflecting the broader trends within Musk's portfolio of private companies. Notably, while Tesla's stock has faced significant declines, private entities such as SpaceX and xAI have reported soaring valuations. According to an analysis from trading platform Caplike, Musk's private companies have collectively increased in value by 45% since the November 2024 election. The most notable growth has come from xAI, which has seen its valuation jump by an impressive 110%. Highlighting investor enthusiasm for its flagship chatbot Grok, designed to compete with established AI players like OpenAI's ChatGPT. Current estimates place xAI's market value at approximately $96 billion, a striking contrast to the setbacks faced by Tesla, which has experienced nearly a 50% drop in stock price since the election. Neuralink too has gained traction in the secondary market, with its shares trading at a valuation that has increased by 25% since the election. The company, which raised $205 million in its last fundraising round in 2021 at a $2 billion valuation, is now estimated at around $9.32 billion. This spike follows positive developments such as successful human trials of their brain implant technology, which have bolstered investor confidence significantly. Despite the growth of these companies, Musk's other venture, The Boring Company, has not fared as well, experiencing a 7.8% decline in valuation. This mixed performance underscores the volatility of high-tech industries, particularly those led by a figure as polarizing as Musk. In a recent video that has gone viral, Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan Chase, expressed admiration for Musk, dubbing him "our Einstein" for his contributions to technology and innovation. Dimon emphasized the need for effective governance and accountability, a sentiment that resonates with Musk's own critiques of government inefficiencies. Dimon's comments came during an interview where he stated, "You've got to look at Elon at SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink. The guy is our Einstein," showcasing a rare moment of unity between finance and tech leadership. Musk's journey has not been without its challenges. His wealth, heavily tied to the performance of his private companies, fluctuated dramatically over recent months. After peaking at $486 billion in December 2024, his net worth has since been reduced to approximately $307 billion, largely due to Tesla's stock decline. Nevertheless, more than a third of Musk's wealth remains derived from his stake in SpaceX, indicating the foundational role this company plays in his financial empire. As Musk continues to spearhead developments in AI, space travel, and neural technology, the implications of his personal and professional choices will undoubtedly shape the future landscape of technology and investment. The increasing interest in his private ventures, combined with the public's fascination with his personal life, suggests that Musk will remain a focal point in both business and popular culture. With the potential for further advancements and challenges ahead, the tech world watches closely to see how Musk navigates this complex terrain.